Here we go! Let's get this party started. And here we are! In the goddess world. Looks like we got some fancily armored angels right there. This is a solemn presence, a sense of serenity. You are standing in a divine temple. It seems that this is the Temple of Ilias in the heavenly realm. The clean air really is my favorite. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the first time I've seen you in person. I am Raphaela, one of the 7 archangels. I'm here to welcome you, Ilias-sama. Thank you for your service. Now, lead me to the Ilias of this world. Here we go. Finally. We were then led to Ilias of the heavenly world. At last, the time has come for us to meet the other goddess Ilias. Our Lord, oh Lord Ilias-sama, I have brought with me the delegation of the hero and Honorable Ilias. Thank you for your efforts, Raphaela. I am Ilias, the goddess of creation, omniscient, omnipotent, and compassionate. The mighty and sacred aura that rose from her entire body. We were simply overwhelmed. Nice to meet you, the other me. It is strange to face myself in another world this way. I agree, other me. Seeing myself is something I am not used to. From now on, to avoid confusion, I shall refer to you as Little Ilias and me as Ilias. Whatever you want to call me is your business. I shall refer to myself as Ilias and you as Sub-Ilias. Right off the bat, they didn't get along. 2 of a one-of-a-kind entities. How could they possibly be compatible? Now, you, little Ilias, you understand what is going on, what we are trying to achieve, do you not? Yes, Sub-Ilias, but let me explain again for the sake of my colleagues who do not understand. Alright then, listen to me. Currently, all parallel worlds are on the verge of ruin. As chaos spread and parallel worlds perished one after the other, I came up with a way to save the world. That is the Ark Project, the fusion of this heavenly world and the singularity world to build an ideal world. And save the chosen ones from parallel worlds that are dying. The world of the Ark will continue to exist as the only world. But to save only a select few. Sonia, I understand your anguish. If I could, I too would save all life. But the Ark world is just one world. It is impossible to accept the people of all worlds. Well, I'm saying that you and the Dark God could work together, pool your projects, save the chosen people that you want, and everyone else bring their souls into the one world. It's the perfect solution, but y'all won't have it. Is it even possible to merge the Singularity world with this world? That's not a problem at all. Every simulation has shown conclusive results. But there is one major obstacle in the creation of the Ark world. The demonic world, ruled by the evil god Alphys. Yes, they are working on a horrific plan. You all know what it is, the Unity plan. Yes, it's a plan that makes my hair stand on end. Their plan is to unite all parallel worlds into a single world. Their plan is to invite life forms of other worlds into the Singularity. But only souls can be called into the united world. Hence, it is a barbaric practice to kill everyone in all the other worlds. The remedy for those who do not stand alongside our Ark project. Therefore, it is our urgent task to destroy the forces of the Dark God. Hence begins the Second Holy Demon War. We must defeat the armies of the Dark God. Thank you for the synopsis so far. Shall we finally move on to some concrete measures? First, I must tell you something important. I cannot move from this heavenly realm, this temple. In other words, you're useless! Where is my policy of quick battle and quick decision? I am stuck, and that's why it seems to have just come from the other side. What do you mean? Well, there's those two. Excuse us for interrupting the meeting, Ilias-sama. The monitoring team has reported the occurrence of a new rift. In the northwest point of Grand Noah, it's quite large. I swear, it's so awfully late to report it. I've already sensed it too. Is it a dimensional crack? Is the invasion of chaos also occurring in the heavenly world? You guys should already know. The further history moves away from the original history, the more violent the erosion of chaos will be. Yes, I was wondering about that too. In the light of that law, this heavenly world and the others should be full of chaos. It is a world where Ilias was defeated by the Dark... it is a world where Ilias defeated the Dark Goddess and is ruling the world. Naturally, it is supposed to be very far removed from the canonical history of the world. You're right, little Ilias. The heavens are in a more critical situation than you think. However, it's the only way to stop the invasion of chaos, and you know that too. I see, that's... Grand Noah Northwest, target acquired, deploying wards. Puriel, huh? Evacuate from here. Ilias is deploying a ward. Or a barrier. Get back! Get back! Time freeze! A time-frozen boundary, huh? That, I believe, the Ilias of our world, which also had this secret technique. That's right. That established the validity of this method. But it must require a huge amount of magical power. I see. So that's why you are unable to move. Currently, there are several dimensional cracks that have occurred in the heavens. All of them are frozen in time and stranded. But it is only a stopgap, it is not a solution. And in the meantime, my magical power continues to be consumed. Therefore, Ilias cannot move from here. She must constantly monitor the entire world and continue to contain the encroaching chaos. In this world, even if they are frozen, they won't last 6 months, even with my magical power. That is a correct estimation. Hence, immediate resolution of the situation is required. So we have to defeat the Dark God as quickly as possible. And then we have to implement the Arc plan. Time is shorter than I expected. And Ilias can't move from here. It seems that the heavens are in a worse shape than expected. So let's hear your strategy for the Second Holy Demon War. What role do you want us to play in this battle? There's one point where we have a great advantage over the demon world. Our space-time transfer technology is superior to that of the Dark God's side. Yeah, that would appear to be the case. Raphael easily descended into our world, and we were easily drawn into this one. The technology for interfering in other spaces on the Dark God is at best for sending messages and visions. And even that is dependent on the magic of an individual like Jade, but that too is subject to extremely strict time limits. I think that's Tamama, not Jade. In comparison, we have a perfect space-time transfer device, and we have almost unlimited transfer capabilities. That advantage is great, but how on earth did that much of a difference in technology occur? That is, it's best not to ask. Yeah, it's something to do with the Luca clones, I'm sure of it. I see. Well, let's get back to the story. I said unlimited transferability, but there is one problem. Transfers to unknown other worlds are very unstable. There are disturbances in the designated coordinates, and accurate transfers are difficult. So, you're saying that we're not going to be transferred to... we're going to be transferred to a different location other than the target point? If that was all, we'd happily do it, but usually the body falls apart due to a distortion in the designated coordinates. In other words, only part of you gets there. You end up over there, and up there. And the world of the Dark God is still unknown. Space-time transfer device, so we can't send a large army. The other worlds, as long as they are unknown. I see. Understood. I don't really get it. Therefore, you guys will... In order for the transfer to be safe with the transfer device, it is necessary to build a route. That is you, the Singularity, who can do that, Luca. We are therefore going to the world of the Dark One, via Taurus of Helgondo that leads to that world. And once Luca lands in the Dark World, the space-time transponder will know the coordinates and the route will be established. If that happens, we can send a large army in with a transporter. Is that what you're saying, Sub Ilias? It was rude of you to interrupt me, but I have no problem with that description. You guys will first go to the Taurus of the continent of Helgondo. If you break through there, you'll find the continent of Helgondo in the world of the Dark God, i.e., the land where the enemy stronghold, Castle of the Dark Goddess, is located. Afterwards, sneak away from the eyes of the enemy army and go straight to a large area. Only then will the route be open and space-time transfer will be able to be used. Immediately after that, we will transfer the forces to suppress the demon world from here, and your mission will be over. You can watch from a special seat as my great army conquers the castle of the Dark God. It will be a sight to behold. I'm glad that Ilias of this world has perfected her yandere face. The more confident you are, the more anxious you'll be. Really, are you sure you're okay with that strategy? It'll be a great battle to send our entire army, except for the six of the 7 archangels, Michaela, to the evil god world in one fell swoop. In other words, they'll send all 6 of the archangels except Michaela over. Okay. I'm not sure if it's a trap, but what if there's a trap set by the Dark God or something? There's a whole lot of things. Of course, with Raphael the Wise, who is well prepared for the countermeasures, there is no fear of traps. This is how wars are supposed to be fought. It is a waste of time and troops to engage in skirmishes with a small force. I will not commit the folly of launching troops one after another. The path to victory is to use a large force to take down the enemy stronghold in one fell swoop. That logic is correct, but why is it so off-putting? If you have a complaint, put it logically. Are there any holes in my winning strategy? generally, it's strategically sound. As long as we have the advantage, an immediate battle is reasonable. Rather, if we give the other side more time, the danger level will only increase. Okay, I have no objections to that strategy. Luca, how about you? I have no objections, or I have anxiety. I have anxiety! I'm kind of worried. Then point out the specific problems. Are there any? Are there any holes in the operation? Well, how about this specific problem? I'm going to assume that the Ilias of the original world, including the Singularity world, lost to the... wait, no, the Ilias won, but it was only due to a trick. There were her forces... The Dark God's forces were superior on the battlefield. So that's a problem. It's you that needs a trick, not the Dark God! And so we do get a gate open. What if they manage to find a way to close the gate? I mean, if your world's being eroded by chaos and you have to seal the gates in time, then it should be safe to assume that the enemy world is being eroded by chaos and they have to deal with the gates opening some way. So what you'll do is you'll end up sending part of your force, assuming a sizable and important part of your force. They'll seal the gate, annihilate half your army, and then come for the rest of you! That's just off the top of my head! No, I don't have anything specific. Well, what there is a vague uneasiness. From a strategic point of view, I don't have any point of disagreement. If you can't point out any specifics, your rebuttal doesn't make any sense. Well, I agree there are some concerns. Then, let's have you go to the world of the Dark God right away. To do so, I'll give you some arms. Sword of the Heavenly Army and Shield of the Bright Star. This is... It was once given to Michaela and Lucifina, the divine tools, which are now back in my hands. I shall give them to you. Why is it that you have them both back in your possession? And furthermore, it looks like they've greatly degraded. It is the Sword of the Heavenly Army, but Miss Michaela overused it over the years. It completely damaged it, so now she's using a new sword. Lucifina was the same. She used it for many years and returned it to me when she retired. Speaking of which, I understand that the Lucifina of this world has retired. Yes, that's right. She is now living peacefully in a place with a beautiful view of the stars. That's good to hear. Just gonna ignore the yandere face there, Ilias. She's only brought it up when something devious is about. Yeah? That's why those two sacred tools are degraded. But they should still be useful enough. Okay, I'll gratefully take them. And you, Luca, I give you the power of holiness. You're gonna baptize him, aren't you? In the case of Luca, who's already adapting to the holy energy, could instead impede the circulation of power. Rest assured, little Ilias, we are going to further enhance the holy power that lies in his body. Come, Luca, son of child of judgment. Judge the wicked with this holy power. This is... Luca became a hero of light. So, wow. Holy power's flowing from my body. Furthermore, I'll give you a ball of light that condenses my power. With it, you can become a hero of light or a royal family member of the highest rank. Gotta lie to the goddess. One more thing, a great service. Let's lift a ban on the highest level of jobs, the sealed jobs. Got a sealed ball of light. This is... sealed jobs? This is a profession that I had to seal off because of the prohibition of chaos. It's only a part of it, but that's all I can do right now. This should allow you to take up a sealing position in the Dragon Knight or Hunter family. Visit the Temple of Ilias later and check it out. Yes, thank you. I became a hero of light, and I also had some of the sealed professions lifted. I'll check my new professions at the Temple of Ilias later. This is good. With this power, you defeat and destroy the minions of the Dark God. Why are you calling me the Child of Judgment? Because you will reign as the absolute judge in the future, and you will be the guiding light of the Ark Project. That's not a good thing to hear, Sub Ilias. I demand a detailed explanation. I refuse for now, little Ilias. There are still many uncertainties. Remember, Ilias, you remember how much of a backstabbing bitch you used to be. It takes one to know one. Don't worry, it's not like I'm going to treat Luca like he's disposable or anything like that. Rather, Luca is my one and only. More than anyone else in the world, he must be respected. Now, I have no choice but to believe you. But if there's a single lie in your statement, I would never lie to you. What does a goddess whose title is riddled with lies have to say about that? Yeah, you know, because you're not all-powerful. You're not omniscient. You're kind of a bitch. That's all it is. But it is also true, based on the attitude of the Celestials so far, that they are taking Luca seriously. You made a great deal of effort to bring Luca into your army. Despite that, you did not use brainwashing or hostage-taking measures, which is something I know you're definitely not above going to. That was me, by the way, that last little bit. If brainwashing would be sufficient, we would have done it long ago. But a puppet who has lost their will cannot be a judge. What is needed is a strong will for justice and peace. That is what will lead to the realization of the Ark world. That is why I'm expecting great things from you, Luca. We will fight through your conviction for peace. But yes. Now go, hero Luca, and little Ilias and your friends. Before you leave again, talk with those who are waiting for you in the temple. They will give you useful weapons and information. Good luck to you and yours in your adventures. I will always be watching over you. The goddess Ilias disappeared, and at the same time, her overwhelming aura disappeared. Only tranquility remained in the place, and finally, I exhaled in relief. Well then, Luca, let's ride into the world of the Dark Goddess. The destination is Taurus on the continent of Helgondo. But how do we get back to our world? We are sent to this world by space-time transfer, but Luca could just use a harpy feather. We've established this a long time ago. Remember that, Sonia. Although, on this route, you did kind of die for a while there, so. Remember what we've done so far. If Luca is here, we can go back with movement items or movement magic. I see. Well, let's go to Taurus on the continent of Helgondo. Alright, I'll do my best. As a pure priestess in service of the goddess, I have to play a big role. Before you leave, talk to the people on this floor. We will take what we can get. You said that they would give us useful information and equipment. Well, I need to talk to them before I go to Taurus. They are the comrades who will fight together against the Dark God from now on. Let's listen to the angels here as much as we can. And when we are done talking, we will head to Helgondo through Taurus and into the demon world.